Yeah. That last one I did glitched out a bit. I've got to really make sure I
Get a new laptop.
seriously, watching videos and I should get it. Or a camera and a mic and use the PC in the other room. We might need a backdrop though, with lists and stuff. That'd be a good name for a podcast, wouldn't it? Listen Stuff. Welcome to this week's Listen Stuff.
Are we listing things or
List. We'll just sit here and read out lists of stuff by list.
Interesting.
Here is a list of quadratic equations.
Yeah.
Here is a list of independent grocery stores in the state of Queensland. Be entertaining.
So
to someone.
random.
Yeah, you don't know what random is. We're up to the last song on No Prayer for the Dying.
Yay!
And then we can finish off Fear of the Duck.
Yeah.
I have been thinking, I think it was yesterday, because I did have Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, the chorus going over and over in my head, which is a little bit frustrating. Of all things. But I was thinking, they would have to play like live. If they're doing the best of Iron Maiden, they would have to do Number of the Beast. Right?
Yeah.
They'd have to do...
The Trooper.
Run to the Hills.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But you reckon you'd get anything else off Number of the Beast? Or would it just be too much?
Yeah.
You wouldn't... Probably not Children of the Damned. You probably won't get 22 Acacia Avenue. You probably won't get Invaders. You probably won't get Gangland. I doubt it anyway. I don't even know if they even played that. But what's the absolute cracker on that album? No, I can't even think of the fucking name of the song. Can't remember the name of the...
Is Aces High? Have we done that?
Yeah, we did Aces High. I reckon that'd be...
Yeah, I feel like that would be...
That'd be one too. But same. So, okay, on Power Slave, you got Aces High.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 2 Minutes to Midnight.
Yeah.
You've got Power Slave the song. You've got Rhyme the Ancient Mariner.
Because how many albums is it?
Well, they're only playing from the first 10. And one song that's guaranteed is they're going to play Iron Maiden. They'll have to play Iron Maiden because otherwise Eddie will never come out. Yeah. Who would go to an Iron Maiden show and not see Eddie come out? You know? It'd be like going to, like having no pyrotechnics at all.
Well, a lot of places, a lot of things are not doing that anymore.
That's true.
It's too expensive.
Anyway.
But how long would you say a concert would go for? Like, how long would you say a set would be?
Minimum hour and a half. But this is Iron Maiden.
Because I'm like, you're averaging, like, say, 4 to 5 minutes a song.
It is Iron Maiden. Depends what songs.
Yeah, so, like, the average would be, say, like, how many 5 minutes are in an hour?
How many 5 minutes are in an hour?
Yeah.
12? Well, there's 10. There's 10 minutes.
So, say, like, they play 18 songs.
Between 1 hour and 45 minutes and 2 hours. That was very iffy Googling that because I might have found out a fucking set list. That's a lot of songs. I reckon we will probably get 2 hours.
So then you'd think like maybe 2 or 3 per album depending on what bangers are in those albums.
And if they're including Fear of the Dark, you'll get the song Fear of the Dark.
Yeah, for sure.
But then what are you going to hear? What off this album would we hear? What are they going to play?
Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, because that was one of the highest in the album.
It was. And we haven't heard Mother Russia yet, and I don't know. I'm not a betting man, but I'm putting my dosh on Mother Russia being the banger of this album.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to picture of some sort of Russian tune. There'll be snares. I don't know.
Those clicky
some
things.
Marching. Yeah, clicky things.
They're like little... Is that Russian?
Don't think so.
Tambourines?
Tambourines? I keep doing that.
You can't see it if I'm over here. Hello.
All right. Let's see if the old boy's going to get on the couch. I reckon he will. Shall we fire up Mother Russia? Hey,
he got up first try.
He got up. So we've got maybe 3 minutes before snoring. All right, we ready?
Yes.
All right, because how long is this?
5 minutes.
5.5 minutes. So we're probably going to have a minute and a half of a big build-up.
Yeah, definitely. And about 2 minutes of a solo.
Mother Russia. So, okay. Must be from the perspective of the country?
Or historical
event.
Back
to the motherland of Russia? Or a historical event? Okay. All right.
Woo! Sounds like a song that we'd do like an open age acro troop back in the day.
Oh.
You said...
I would have expected this to have been at the start, than starting with the double guitars.
Woo! It does sound like quite Russian.
Those hats and snare sound clear, right? Crash it. There we go. Classic Maiden.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm waiting for the gallop. Here we go.
Whoa!
Nice.
Keeps going.
Just 2 guitars and snare.
What's the galloping?
Yeah. Sick. That was sick. Okay, we had some gallops, we had the eerie stuff, we had the synths, we had everything in there, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a lot.
Classic Maiden, classic harmonising guitars, classic Bruce all the way through. There's just no non-questionable classic brilliant Bruce all the way through it.
Yeah.
Really surprised how long that dual guitar attack through the middle was.
That went
with the snare,
long.
and there's nothing else.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the gallop.
But that's like it's everyone else's little break.
I suppose even Nico had a break too. Wow.
It was, Jesus. I definitely feel like there was like a story being told through the music. If that makes sense.
That can make sense to those listening.
Like, to me, it's like, that opening kind of, that fun music starting.
But it was very Empire-esque.
Yeah.
At first, and then before it went into the...
Yeah. And then it does, Bruce singing that really strong ballad. And then it goes into that kind of like, it's the start of, say, like a fight scene, and then it gets real crazy, and it gets really, and then it simmers down, and there's something really sweet, and it goes boom, and then the credits is the same as how it starts.
Because when you think of Russia, you think of the Empire, then the massive the Soviet communism thing, the whole
the rise and fall.
They've got a huge history of rise and fall, but also classic, the classical artistic side as well, right? And this was early 90s, so the Berlin Wall had just fallen, and Russia was around about here. I think it was 91, 92 when Russia was no longer the Soviet Union and turned into what it's now called the Russian Federation, right? But I don't think it had quite happened yet, because this is 1990. I think it might have been a year or two, but definitely change had happened, because even the last line of this song was, "Now your people are free."
Yeah.
But Russia's changed so much since, like, in the last 10 years. Like, it's like Putin's just become this mad, be careful, I'm going to get shot. You know what I mean? Like the whole Ukraine thing and all of this.
Every person in power at the moment is a bit...
Wants to shoot me?
No, they take it a little bit too far and think that they're better than everyone else, really. That's my opinion of it. And I don't really understand politics, but there's just a bunch of people who have power go to their heads, really.
Written by Steve Harris, this song is about the tragedies that Russia has suffered throughout the decades and how the Soviet Union was coming to an end, which meant that all of Russia could be united and live in peace. Ah!
I mean, he had a good...
Was it Gorbachev? I think it was Gorbachev that...
The fucking what?
The Russian leader... Mikhail Gorbachev, he had the famous the birthmark on his forehead, a red splotch, looked like someone had splashed some red wine on his forehead. You don't know what I'm talking about? No, okay. Oh, that's a good comment. Best song on No Prayer sounds like an epic and kind of is, but makes tight use of its 5-minute runtime. That's true. Very atmospheric.
Oh, I read that as he does 5-minute runs to it. Because I was like, oh my God, that's actually a really good idea.
Favourite Maiden song of the 90s, said Forest in Peace. An absolute gem, the atmosphere, Nico's backbeat, the lyrics, the synth, the choir, the melodies. Yeah, the backbeat. They must have spent ages getting the hats and snare sounding so good. Through a lot of it, it's just doing that beat, which is very, I don't know. I feel like saying it's a Russian beat, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to say that.
It's not simple, but like it is like a basic...
It just hums along really well.
Bass beat.
You can do that. So it is very much marching sort of music, a lot of it, isn't it?
Yeah,
interesting.
For sure.
Very interesting. But that ties up the album.
Oh my God.
No Prayer for the 1990s. Just onwards and upwards from here, I guess. And then a couple of years later, you had Fear of the Duck. Quack. No? You don't like that.
It is definitely an interesting album.
In summary, what do you reckon?
Not the most memorable album out of all of them that we've listened to at the moment. I'm not going to lie. And seeing as though you also forgot that it even existed at the start of listening to it, I think it's there are some good ones in there. There are some not so good ones, but every album a band is going to do is going to have ones that are less memorable and less noticeable than another one.
And they go through eras, and we do know. Yeah, we do know that they had their ups and downs, and
yeah, for sure.
And during this period, or maybe further on when we get through it further through the albums, see where they almost went back to where they were to begin with, and playing like smaller clubs, like they were showing in the documentary we saw in the cinema.
Yeah, I definitely think it creates like a good like back catalogue for them though. Like every artist does have a back catalogue. They have all the stuff that they started with, the stuff that they're remembered for, and then like those true fans that literally will listen to everything. Not everyone's gonna like everything. It's just, and I feel like this album is just trying to grab what was the genre at the time and trying to
remain valid, but
also still have that Iron Maiden sound,
which is definitely there.
Oh, for sure.
But also experimenting with other stuff, because there's some stuff in here where you go, man, Bruce, what are you doing with your singing? What is that? Yeah. Why are you doing that? But they're also having a bit of fun. But I can guarantee there'll be a population out there where this is their favourite Iron Maiden. Period. or album.
And that's
their first song. The first time they got a number one song. And the album went to number 4 or something straight away, which is pretty freaking high.
Yeah.
If not the highest they ever got.
And in the end, it is just opinions. And it's our, like, obviously this album is our opinion.
Yes.
Other people can have their own opinions, and that's fine.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think my favourite album is probably Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. At the moment.
I think it's a powerhouse.
That's one I always go back to when I'm listening to Iron Maiden.
Not so much the Number of the Beast.
I do like the Number of the Beast. I feel like Seventh Son of the Seventh Son has more of those songs that I'll listen to multiple of them in that album.
I'm the same. I do. That's probably my top album. Anyway, I'll edit that out. Let's leave it at that, and we'll move on to the second half of Fear of the Duck next. All right, up the irons.